When I get that feeling, oh, hold on. I'm not sure if it's still. Yeah, I got 9 minutes and 1 second. So wherever you are on the planet, here, let's go by the little picture here. Wherever you are on the planet, I would just wanted to come on and say how awesome it is to live in London, Ontario, Canada. So keep in mind, the phone lines are all cloned out where I am. So again, to try to get a perpetrator and a predator and a psychopath in a jail cell in this community is near next to impossible. So again, but there's women. They're using women's voices on the phone, which reminds me. I wonder if I wonder if they're using AI to do people's voices as well, because that is a thing now. They're using AI to do that. So who knows? With all of my Facebook and everything else they've stolen from me. And again, who knows what they've been doing with my Facebook account. But just to be clear, I haven't been doing anything because I haven't got to go on and report it lost, stolen, nothing. Just like I disappeared. Poof! And then I can't call the I didn't get a call back from the supervisor of where I used to work, where my mails just disappeared. Just poof! And then again, you would want to get these predators locked up so they could go poof in a jail cell and be fucking have a helmet on their head so they can rock it back and forth, have their throat chakra closed up, have their handcuffs on, and then have a straight jacket on top of it because they're that disgusting. But yet I'm the one who's had to have everything gone now and had a hate crime against me. So a person that's nice to everybody, that doesn't talk about anybody. Even on the worst days, unless they're skill or weaponizing me, sometimes I yell shit out. And I've made videos again saying some people's names, first name, what have you. But again, somebody with no cruel intentions. So again, very much just isolated and alone in a city filled with horrible people. And now it's worse than just narcissists, man. These people are disgusting. So again, the phone's being cloned out. I finally was able to get a hold of somebody with the name of Luann Devine, who very much helps out with human trafficking and human trafficking. That's her expertise, I believe, in the London, Ontario area. So she finally called me back after a lady hung up on me at the London City Police. I said, I don't even know if this is just a Mason network of phone people that answer the phones now. Remember, I'm the one being gang stalked. I'm the one targeted. I'm the one that they're using Pegasus spyware, phone cloned out, can't get a hold of anybody. And again, who owns me, man? How many fucking handlers did the Karmic family sell me to as a kid? Who am I? Why does the whole community know who I am, but I don't know who I am? See, the spiritual journey is to know thyself, which a narcissist will never be able to do. But I should have had a little bit of upbringing, a little bit of somebody teaching me something, which I had nothing, and a little bit of knowing where the fuck my parents came from. And not having a fucking poser family pretend that they were my family. That's not what the spiritual awakening is. And now that I'm saying it now, I can picture them saying, oh, we did this for you to know that you said know thyself. Because remember, everything I say, these monsters turn it all around. They turn everything around. So again, I talked to Luann Devine. She didn't know what voice to skull was. I was so excited she called me back. I let her know that I was in the office a couple weeks ago and Armstrong said he would pass along the message for me. Oh, is that right? He never did, of course. And I knew as he lied right to my face and told me somebody talking and yelling, screaming at you this close to your face does not count as a civil suit. This close. So she called me back, and then she didn't know what voice to skull was. Scalar weapons? Voice to skull? Aren't you in the human trafficking organization? I asked her, wouldn't you know what that is? Well, no, I don't. It must be different. I said, oh, do you have them then once after they're raped? And she said she did the sex workers trade. So I said, well, you should know about that because gang stalking and illegal weapons are actually for human trafficking to break down the nervous system of somebody, to put the victim in a fear-based state using fear-based technology. And again, everybody else who's operating out of that fear state from the government has no fucking clue what's going on because everybody looks like the Walking Dead. Ooh. And keep in mind, the people that now have the illegal criminal ring with, hi, I'm going to be this person today, it's still just a narcissist ignoring themselves. So again, the people that have had a family, the people that the people that will never know thyself in the spiritual awakening, they had an upbringing at least that they can remember. I don't know if anyone else had that much fraud going on in their family and having a handler following you around your elementary school everywhere you went. And again, so much abuse. But again, it's really not funny. So again, it's not just narcissism now. This community where I'm living, these people that would have a criminal ring and to joke like that, you're fucking sick, man. But again, it's the same people. Neighborhood watch. So the neighborhood watch was actually supposed to protect kids for good when we were kids. I'm thinking that was even reversed around. That's how sick these people are. It's disgusting. And again, how did I end it with her? I knew she was lying because again, I even said it's the Truman Show. She goes, I don't know the Truman Show. I said, neither do I, but I'm living it. And then I said, I'm trying to write out a peace bond for somebody. Can't get any help with that either. So I'm going to do a live to air of the peace bond that I'm very much writing out for a criminal that needs to be in jail ASAP in London. But again, I'm not going to waste my time and go down to the courthouse because I need his exact address to hand it in. But wouldn't you think that a cop would be able to look that up for you right on their system or somebody if he's got charges that long? Just like the narcissist has that many addictions, that long. So let's go for the first day. I'll leave the name out, but everybody in London, Ontario, Canada would know who it was. And you'd think that people would care about getting somebody like this in a jail cell. But again, if everybody's in fear and getting free cocaine or whatever they get to just be a weirdo, then I guess you wouldn't care, right? The first day that I bet, I'm so hungry I could eat at Arby's, I went to the washroom and I came out and he was in my cell phone reading all of my private info. And specifically, he was in my Facebook messages. Like he very much owned me and my phone. I felt naked and he weaponized me daily with the private conversations that he read on my phone that dated back to the beginning of when Facebook first commenced. When it was first invented. I never had deleted anything on my phone. I never met somebody like him before. He was a real walking predator. That from this day forward, I didn't know truly how much pain and embarrassment and suffering he would cost me. Please see below for a list of wrongful doings that I'm so hungry I could eat at Arby's did to me at my old house from 2017 until present day. And that's how it is. So again, remember, when you need a peace bond and you have no police presence, and now you don't even have Luann Divine, because she was just a phony character that a narcissist put the mask on to pretend to be for a minute. It's disgusting. And again, if somebody played the role of her and she really is a real sergeant in London, Ontario, Canada, and somebody just did that, you're a little shit stain and you're going to get the shit kicked out of you, number one, by the whole police force, if anybody is real in London, Ontario, Canada. And then if not, you're probably going to go to jail at some point anyway for breaching everything to do with a very much victim that needed help from somebody in the whole community to get this perpetrator away. Now, I'm going to leave it at that for now. I hope wherever you are on the planet, you can go as far as finding out the address very much of where somebody lives. Remember, a person like this is always just going to be couch surfing. They haven't raised their kids. They threw food at me. So imagine what they did to their little baby girl. And imagine the teenager son, who's probably an adult now, has never even met his own dad. And that's somebody that these people now in the criminal ring are putting on a pedestal. And again, very much putting people like that going, I could put you in a wood chipper and nobody would know, Lynn. I bring you fast food so you stay fat so nobody else will like you. Hee hee hee, this is my woman.